All right, here we go. So, wedging 101, quick tutorial on how to wedge clay. Our most fun thing to do. I know it's tedious, but necessary. It's going to help you down the road, right? We need to make sure to get the air out of the clay, not into the clay. We're going to start with a piece of clay that's about 3 pounds. 2.5 to 3 pounds is a good place to start for bowls. Okay, so we're going to put our hands together like this, heels of our hands together like this, and down and away. Right? Gonna tip it straight back towards us. Hands on the clay, down and away. Tip it up, down and away. Tip it up, down and away. You can see it's walking towards me. That's no problem. We can move it forwards, but just don't move it forwards and bang it down like that. All the work is being done with your hands. Tip it up, push down and away. Tip it up, push down and away. Now, I see a lot of folks, like when they're trying to push down, they're leaving their hands flat out like this, and they push down and away, and they push down too hard, and it keeps squishing out, making itself longer. Ideally, you want to try to keep a little side pressure as well as down and in. You're trying to hold a little side pressure. That way, when you're pushing down and in, keeps it nice and compact, right? And what we're looking for here is duck face. Right? They actually call this ram's head wedging, but to me it looks more like a duck face. Duck face. 2 eyes, lips, duck face. All right, and then you want to do this about 40 times. So don't worry about how fast I'm doing it or how slow you're doing it. What we're trying for is quality. Okay? It does nobody any good if you actually push too hard, right? And you make these big, deep things. Next thing you're going to do is stand this up, push hard again. We're just pushing air right back into it. You're just trapping air right back into it. So don't worry about speed. Speed will come after you do this 3,000 times, right? Don't worry about that. Just worry about quality, right? Do this around 40 times. And once you're there, you have a duck face. Next thing we're going to do is roll the lips back into itself. So how I do that is I just roll it, kind of smash it into itself, try to roll it smooth like that. You can see that the lips are smashed back in, right? Perfect. Stand it up from right to left. Give it a little flat spot on the bottom. I'm going to pick it up with my left hand. I'm going to take my right hand, I'm going to curl it like this, shape of a ball. And the idea here is that I'm going to try to get rid of all of those wrinkles, right? I'm going to try to blend that all in. Give it a couple smacks with my curved hand at the top. Right, that's once around, all the wrinkles are smashed together. I'm going to turn it over. This is the bottom. I'm going to do the same thing. Okay, that's once around. Right, I've got it all smashed around, everything. It's almost into a ball, right? This is the bottom where I started. Going to give that a little flat spot. Okay, now I'm going to try to bring this into a cone, right? I'm going to give it a little smack and a little turn. Smack, little turn, and I'm trying to make the top narrower than the bottom. So what we have is a bit of a volcano, right? This helps our next step on the wheel. When we set this onto the wheel, this is going to help us next on the wheel. So we're just kind of starting the cone shape right now, okay? All right, now that I've got it in a little cone, I'm going to give it a little bit of a wobble. And the little wobble creates a little crown right there. Hopefully you can see that. Little crown right there. Little crown. Okay? That way when you set it down on the wheel head, there's not an air bubble there. That's how we start. Okay? That's wedging.